Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I'm going to read for us for Saturday, I think it's Saturday, April 3rd, 2021. And of course, as always, I'm looking for a message to help our souls grow and also something for the day. So, okay, let me drop the camera down. Okay, so I'm using the Mondnacht tarot, or it's actually called, well, hold on the outside of the book it's kind of odd. Well, you have to put Monst or Mons in tarot together, but they're little monsters, and it's by Joanna Nelson, available on Etsy. Okay, so what is it? Let's see, here we go. So we have Three of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor, and Strength reversed. Okay. All right. So let's see. So with the Emperor in the middle, the theme is, you know, we want to control things, get things done. I mean, you kind of see the little loyal subjects down here. This guy's, you know, the one that rules the roost. You know, traditionally it has everything to do with respect, having respect. They have respect for this dude. It's all about stability and dependability. You know, it's a 4. That's the 4th major arcana. So you're in that framework of, you know, like a kind of a box sometimes. Limitations, definitely. You don't want to piss this guy off, you know. But it's also all about success. So, being that this is for a Saturday, it could be that you want to get all these things done. But then we have the Three of Pentacles here reversed. Let's check it out straight up. Yeah, so, you know, these two have a plan. This one's doing the work. There's a project going on. But when it comes through reversed, I think it's a day of, and again with this guy, could be this guy saying, hey, I know the right way, but you don't have enough skills to do what I want yet. Now, if this happens to be a pattern that you're trying to heal, where somebody is, you know, you've had somebody in your childhood, one of your parents or a grandparent or some other caretaker or even like older sibling of some, you know, either brother or sister, doesn't matter. If you've been put down, you might not feel worthy. This can be this can be a challenge if there's somebody who's kind of bossy. But then again, this guy, whoever this is, or the energy and consciousness in this card has, you know, there's wisdom here. There's the way forward. There's structure. With the Three of Pentacles reversed, this can be kind of maybe not really knowing how to structure whatever it is that you want. But then again, it could just be a day of not feeling like collaborating with anyone. Maybe you kind of want to be alone, because this guy is generally alone. He usually sits on a throne all by himself. So it's interesting. You guys are going to have to let me know how it was for you. Is this a day that you didn't want to work, or you wanted to work alone? Now, the Strength card... Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're taming the monster there, aren't we? It's like, ah! That's hysterical. Check out the little top knot. Wow. I like the little stars in the background too. So with the Strength card, you know, that's all about having the inner strength. But with it, when it's reversed, I get the feeling that I really feel like this is one of those days, and this could be any day. This doesn't have to be this day. But the message would be, yeah, we have these things that we need to get done or we want to get done, and it's structured. There's the structure of our life that's in play, and we do have these responsibilities. We do need to be dependable. But maybe today we don't feel like working alone, with others. We want to work alone. And because maybe we're not feeling up to dealing with other people. Because, when you collaborate, which is what the Three of Pentacles is about when it's straight up, it does take more energy because you're going back and forth. But then again, a person like this gets energy from collaborating, usually, unless they're in the just you do it my way or the highway. It sometimes can happen. But so it depends on how your power comes through. And you'll know, so this can be about being in your authority, and you'll know if it's the right thing to do, whether it's alone or with others, if your power comes through. If the strength of your life force comes through, then you'll do good work, whether or not it's with someone or not. This can be skilled work, even if you're alone. It's usually collaboration, though. But if this is a day where you want to work alone and then that empowers you, then go for it. Or if that's a theme going on in your life right now, then honor that. That's just the way it is, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But most of all, I think the spiritual message that's coming through here is that to be in your own authority is the most important thing. And then from there, the skills will come through, and you will find your power. But it doesn't bring in, if we're going to come from this like rigid place, because the Emperor can definitely be rigid. If we're going to come from this place of the rules are you got to do it this way, then you're not going to have the power coming through you because it's not very creative. The Empress comes before the Emperor, and that's where all the creativity is, and that's because she's so surrendered to the universe. She's very, very receptive. But then this guy comes in and says, well, hey, we got to structure it this way. But maybe that's not the right way for you, because that way would take away your strength, your inner power. So when working with others, if you feel that you're losing your power while you're working with others, you do have to come back to your own authority and figure out what's going on and make it right for yourself. And of course, always in the kindest way possible. Okay, so I got a new Oracle deck. We'll see how we like it. It's called the Quantum Oracle by Sandra. I don't know if it's Sandra or Sandra, however she pronounces it, but Ann Taylor. So let's see how we like this deck. At least it shuffles like a dream right out of the box. I didn't need to do anything to it. So that's good to know. But what is it that we need to know mostly? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I've got to check out the little book to figure it out, because we can see we have different categories here. This is people, the cycle, and then people here. I'll have to check it out, and then I'll be able to say more about it. But right now, this is kind of cold, kind of a cold reading. But it's okay. We can go with the images and the words. So the loving man, in this case, this could be the Emperor, because, it's straight up. It's not reversed. It didn't come through reversed. So that would bring in the loyalty and the respect and like the dad that's dependable and successful. And that is loving. When a man does his thing to take care of his family and he has his vocation in play, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's a way of this giving, the active masculine, the divine masculine that gives. In your own unique way. So I think, let's see, with the cycle, this being a cycle, and it's number 3, it's a increase, it says. Let's see what the image is. What do we have here? Like crystals? Crystals kind of hiding along the way? Yeah. It's beautiful. So there's a path. I think it's more of looking at it as the path, the way to increase, the way to grow. Wow, I didn't notice this. We have the loving man and the loving woman. Okay, so that's interesting that came through. So this is more about, to me, the divine masculine and divine feminine. So the woman receives, of course, but that doesn't mean that that's not, an active force, because it just means that you're more quiet and receptive, and then, but we all have our active masculine and feminine. That's the thing. I mean, we all have a masculine and feminine within us, and just because you're receptive doesn't mean that you're not doing something. You're listening, you're watching, you're waiting, you're loving, you're caring, you're open. So I think what the message here is with these 3 cards, I think it has to do with we grow, and there is increase when we have our masculine and feminine sides balanced. When we, it's what makes, it's what makes life grow. And we're doing it constantly. It is a creative adventure of, speaking and listening, or moving and waiting. And there's that interplay back and forth between the two that makes the world go round. If we were just all active, we would burn out, and if we were all receptive, we would be stagnant. So the increase happens, the growth happens, the movement, I guess, the increasing movement happens when we're balanced. So I don't know how it really relates to these, except for maybe this week was a little too active and structured, and now this Saturday we kind of need to let loose and balance things out in order to get the increase back. That's what I think is the message. Okay, well, that's all I have for today. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.